Welcome to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. This is your go-to source for practical advice and support while you go through the divorce process. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll cover a variety of topics such as child custody, property division, and self-care. Together, we'll explore emotional, financial, and legal aspects of divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here's your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Hello, and welcome back to the fifth and final day of the week-long Breaking Ties interview series, where we talk with a professional who assists those getting through the divorce process. Whether you're at the beginning, the middle, or the end, we're going to answer many of the common questions that you probably have. And today, I'm still your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And with me is Erica Hagan once again. And she has been a real great interviewee the entire week. I mean, I've learned so much. And she is the founder of peacepost.io, which is a communication tool for challenging co-parenting dynamics. And I'm going to refer you back to day one if you want to learn about what are those challenging co-parenting dynamics and really go through what this tool is all about. So we're going to get some last day great information. And welcome back to the podcast, Erica.
Thank you. And thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, well, actually, the pleasure's all ours. This is, like I said, one of the great things about hosting the podcast is the people I get to chat and interact with and the stuff I get to learn. I mean, I never would have dreamed that you could have come up with something like this for challenging co-parenting times and how to help people. I mean, this is unbelievable. And so when, part of the unbelievable part is a lot of times we have a co-parent who's more confrontational than the other. So how does Peace Post help in that situation from the whole co-parenting dynamics setup?
Absolutely. So there are instances when you have somebody that's either aggressive in their tonality, sending really harsh messages or emails, and it can be very triggering. You feel your body seize up, you feel anxious, and you have to respond, especially if there's children involved. So you take all of those feelings and, sometimes that can turn into words. So utilizing Peace Post can help mitigate that. So I want to make one thing clear. Peace Post is a tool that only one parent needs to use. You don't need both parents to use it. So think of it as kind of like a word check. So you're able to, if I were to get a very lengthy, challenging message, I could copy it, put it into the platform, and then get a neutral child-centric response. So I would also prompt it to say, I need to respond to this. This is what I want to say. And so it's definitely something that helps calm this, the situation, what would be very tense and potentially very long and ongoing. By doing neutral child-centric responses, we're trying to mitigate additional confrontation and friction.
Right. And that is huge because really the goal is to diffuse the other co-parent as opposed to continuously sparking something because you said some trigger word that you're not even familiar with. So I think, the whole Peace Post part is really good from like you said in a previous episode, just the learning, personal growth and development, and people being able to then understand themselves a little more. So that a way they can reduce the friction, or at least whatever you can control on your end, because you really can't control the other individual.
No, and I think you're hitting the nail on the head. So we are a tool in your arsenal. So you're going to have your support group. You're going to have your legal team. You can potentially have therapists or coaches or advisors. But for us, we're just a tool to support you through this time. And so if we can reduce one of the points of failure, which is a lot of times communication, that's what we're here for. It's what we're here to support you with, and also give you the strength and the courage to respond confidently.
Yeah, and that's great because you can never really have too much support throughout the divorce process. And a lot of people think it ends at at the final decree, but really, if you have kids, it doesn't end for quite some time usually. So that's all the questions I have, but I want to get kind of your final thoughts and maybe a piece of advice that you'd like to share with the listeners.
Absolutely. With Peace Post, again, we're a tool, but this is a opportunity for a lot of personal growth. And so you don't need to let a divorce define you and your life moving forward. So we just want to give you the tools that you can free yourself, free your mind, and begin to live the life you're meant to lead. So we thank everyone for listening. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here, Mike. This has been wonderful.
Yeah, no, you've been a fantastic guest. Like I said, I like to share information on good stuff, good people, good tools, and yours is right at the top of the list for many relationships, co-parenting relationships that are just, they're not great. And so, it's important to know that, hey, there is pieces out there that can help and such. So this, unfortunately is going to end our week-long series. This is day 5. We have made it, Erica.
We sure did.
Oh, goodness. And for our listeners, if you haven't listened to the previous 4 episodes, you're going to want to go back and listen to those as well, because Erica each day shared some new information regarding communication and Peace Post on how it can help and help streamline things for you and make things potentially a little smoother. Hopefully that's kind of the goal with regards to anytime we help individuals during, before, or after the divorce process. So day 5 in the books. The week is done. Should you have any questions for Erica, she's always happy to help. Don't hesitate to reach out. Her information is going to be in the description. And divorce is not the end of your story. As Erica and I know and have been through, it is the start of your next great chapter. And with that, have yourself a fantastic day. Take care.
Bye. Thank you.